Hey, welcome to the floor. Important context for this. I have not watched any of the Fast and Furious movie except Fast 5. I've seen Fast 5 in cinema when it came out. Why would someone do such a thing? Well, I'm in a mental state right now where I kind of need a project, and this sounded like a fun project. So the plan is to start with the first movie and go in the order they came out. The only rule I'm applying to myself is it's one movie a day on average, which means I could watch 2 movies a day so I can have a day off in case my job makes me busy. Let's just like Fast and Furious, the first one. Woohoo!
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast.
So the first movie's done. You can tell time has passed because the sun's getting low. It's still the same. Damn, wearing the same. Anyway, I took some notes. Stunt work is amazing. Like, if there's like a positive thing, stunt work is great. It's a surprising, it's not a bad movie, but it's weird that like this movie has 8 sequels and another one coming to cinema soon. I thought that the first 2 parts of the movie were not good. The last part of the movie is amazing though. And that's where most of the thing, like the reason why it's good is there. The last part, all the car chase and stuff like that, that's cool. It's not the car race. Races are boring. But the chases are amazing. Nos has a big part in that movie. They talked about Nos a lot. They don't say the word family at any point in the movie. There's even a part where it's like, oh, it's your brother and his gang. It's like, they don't call themselves a gang, you know. Oh yeah, what? They call themselves a team. It's like, come on, you could have said family. They call themselves a family. That's easy. Today is Too Fast, Too Furious. And my expectations are super low. It's a great title for a movie. That's all I know.
That won't happen again. We'll see about that.
That was surprisingly good. Like, okay, it's not good. Objectively, it's not good. But my expectations were so low that this is great. I was expecting something like a 3 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5. The Universal logo at the start of the movie, great stuff. No mention of the word family at all in this movie yet. Family still not make an appearance. They invented the idea of turning in that movie, which is very exciting for car chases. They did not have that during the first one. It was mostly racing in a straight line. This one had the idea of like, hey, let's do a curve. So the race is better. CGI is very bad. I just wrote they gay ? There's a video from a band from Canada called Too Fast to Buy Curious, which is this movie, but Tyrese and Paul Walker are ex-lovers. Once you see that video, this movie is gonna change. Is it a better movie? No. Did I have more fun? Yes. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what's more important. Oh yeah, day 3, baby. We've now entered the I am working stage. It's Tuesday, school is back on board, and I taught 5 periods today. So I have a full day of work in my body, and I'm gonna watch Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Deja vu, I just been this place before. Higher on the street.
It is the worst one so far. From what I understand of the movie online, it has like people defending it. But I think Too Fast, Too Furious is dumb enough that it's funny. This one is not dumb enough to be funny. It's just dumb. I wrote at the start, how old are these guys? And wait, they're going to prom, which means they're high school students. And no, they're not. You don't need them to be in high school. It's not important for them to be in high school. They're just doing adult stuff. They're clearly are played by adult. That guy looks older than me, and I'm 26. Also, Sean is a dick. I hate Sean so much. He is not lovable. It's confidence with no skills. That's what's annoying me the most. Arguably, Sean is not a good driver. Like, he learns to be good. He learns the classic Japanese art of drifting, and yeah, sure, he becomes good. And it's like, yeah, they're doing racing differently in Japan. What do you mean they're doing racing differently in Japan? Yes, it's drifting. What is such a thing? What is drifting? Like, he doesn't know what drifting is. I know what drifting is. I'm Canadian. I drive on ice and it drifts. Ice be drifting. Yeah, they do be saying gaijin with a hard G. Because that's like the term. It's mudblood, I think, in Japanese, or which I think just means foreigner. But that's not cool to say that someone is a foreigner. Everybody is family. Speaking of family, great transition. My hopes were very low after 2 movies of not really talking about family. But then, the last scene of the movie, it's like, oh yeah, we got this anonymous racer, and like, oh, okay, it's one of the guys from the other movie. Yeah, he said he knew on. He said on was family. I'm like, Fast and Furious 4. I don't know anything about that movie, and it's the first one I'm going totally blind, and I have no clue what's going on there. I heard it's not good. I don't have a lot of notes because there's not that many things to say about the movie, because it's not like a remarkable movie in any way. You're like, it's not good and it's not crazy bad. It's just a movie, which I think makes it worse. I would rather watch Tokyo Drift in all its dumb silliness than this, which is just nothing. Okay, here's what I have written down. There's a scene with a guy with a foot fetish that really shows him wanting to lick feet. It's in the movie, I swear. I sit now and I'm like, yeah, that's what happened, right? Yeah, it's in the movie, and like, I just wrote foot fetish representation. I don't want to talk that much about the movie. It's just there's like a lot of useless stuff happened in the movie. All the cop things with Brian, not important. Like, at the end of it, he's not a cop anymore. Before, at the end of Too Fast, Too Furious, he was not a cop anymore. Then at the beginning of this movie, he's a cop. Then at the end of this movie, not a cop anymore. That's what he's doing every movie. And they said the word family once, and the good way of we are a family. And it's good. You love to see that. Today is the first day where I don't want to watch another Fast and Furious movie. I've been working all day, came back tired, and I procrastinated, and now it's like 8:30. I'm like, okay, I need to watch it now because I'm working also in the morning tomorrow. Hopefully, apparently that's the good one.
This is Brazil.
It's good. It is the good one. It is the Avengers of the Fast and Furious franchise. It does reward you for seeing all the 4 other movies that came before it, because it has people from everywhere. They're all coming together. I think they changed some characters a bit. Gal Gadot was not really... She didn't really have a personality though, did she? Yeah. Now she's a weapons lady. Ooh. Tej is different now. Now he's a hacker. Now he's with technology. They flip a bus with a car. Like, the car is more powerful than the bus, so the bus flips because it hits the car. That doesn't make sense. But that's silly stuff, and I'd rather have that than whatever happened in Fast and Furious 4. At some point, Tyrus says, this is not Mission Impossible, this is Mission Insanity. That's a great line. It's Fast 5, and I've noted they said the word family 5 times. It is getting there now. We are in the family era. Family is going up, and NOS is going down. Way less talk about NOS. They use NOS one time in the movie, in the climax. That's it. Dominic Toretto is better at everything than everyone, and that's really annoying to me for some reason. Like, it's okay that everybody's got their skill. Like, oh yeah, This guy is the talker. This guy is the tech guy. She's the weapon lady. Dom's the good driver. That's his thing, I think. It should be that. But no, he also fights. Like, real good. And like, why does he fight good? Why Brian is not the guy who fights good? Brian is a cop. He had like technique and stuff. No, Dom fights amazing for some reason. Because he has violence? I don't know why he has to be the best one. I think it's just because Vin Diesel is a producer. And it is Fast and Furious 6. And morale is low. I'm expecting them to say family a bit more, so that's gonna be cool. Did you know that in Fast and Furious 6, Tyrese and The Rock improvised that little thingy at the end? Wow, acting. They say the word family 9 times. It's great. It's often multiple times in the same scene. They're just repeating the word family. You love to see that. Ooh, I want to say her name is Elena. The girl from Brazil who Dom is dating, she didn't need to be there. You didn't need to have them dating at the end of the first of Fast 5. That was useless. I didn't even mention her in Fast 5 because I forgot about that point. Like, oh, she's a nice cop sidekick. Doesn't need to be a date. You know he's gonna be back with Michelle Rodriguez. Why would you do such a thing? I think also Paul Walker's just better in these movies than Vin Diesel is. Like, Paul Walker has just more intensity about him, while Vin Diesel is just trying to look cool and stuff, you know, and is very serious and just like whispering and not barely showing any emotion. Brian gets mad, and it's very cool that he gets mad. Like, you see it. When they take Mia, he took his wife hostage, he gets pissed off, and it's great. And more of that. So something happened. Yesterday, I went to Quebec City to see my sister. And I had to sleep in Quebec City. And basically, I told them, hey, you want to watch Fast and Furious 7? And like, no, why would we do that? Like, please, would you, like, can I watch Fast and Furious 7? No, we're watching another movie. And I felt bad. It's weird to say, oh, please, it's for a YouTube video. Let's just watch Fast and Furious 7. So, I didn't watch any movies yesterday.
When I see you again.
First of all, just gonna address it. All the Paul Walker tribute is great. I think for like a very dumb franchise, they address that very good, very respectfully. They say the word family 8 times total in the movie. There is a certain amount of times where you be like, oh yeah, you should die. Dom just driving off a cliff. That was the solution. It was like, well, he's stuck, he's off a cliff, what is he gonna do? It's not a clever thing, he just drives off a cliff and turns out he can survive that also. He runs face to face with Jason Statham at some point, just like a boom, and totally survived that. Wonderful stuff. There's The Rock is in an ambulance and crashes down a drone and there's a massive explosion. He also survives that. Also, and I think that's my main problem, this movie is so long. There's so much stuff going on. Oh, you can cut down a lot of stuff from that movie. They're clearly like attached to some ideas. We are here, the final lap, the final Fast and Furious movies to watch. Because I am watching both of them in the same night.
Family, 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 family.
Hey, that's pretty good. It's not a bad movie by any means. And it's refreshing. It's not awful. I mean, it's stupid, don't get me wrong. But it 100% understands the vibe it needs to be. This is what I want. In the stupid actions movie. Car Shakespeare. It's super serious and dramatic. Now he has a son and oh my god. But also, big submarine goes sploosh. The whole scene of Jason Statham and a baby in an airplane. Great stuff. Doesn't make sense, but look at this. Great, right? They say the word family 12 times in this movie. It is getting higher. And I love it for that. Second movie in a row where there's someone not telling their partner that they are pregnant. do tell. If it happens in real life, share that info. That's some good info to know. Actually had fun, and now I have to watch Fast 9 also tonight.
I could build a spaceship.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is done. I don't have the same clothes because I took a shower, but it is the same day. It is 11:45 at night, so still the same day. 15 minutes left for today. Anyway, I watched all the Fast and Furious, and this is F9. They said the word family 5 times in this movie. I didn't write a lot of stuff. I was super tired. There's a lot of fan service, I think, in that one. There's a lot of Tokyo Drift callback, which is neat. Not enough Too Fast, Too Furious callback. Honestly, I'm nostalgic for Too Fast, Too Furious now. Ellen Mirren's just having a lot of fun at the movie. I think she asked if she could drive the car real fast, and she got to, and good for her. She looks like she's having a lot of fun doing that. It happens, I think, 2 or 3 times in this movie where somebody's gonna fall hard on the concrete and then, whoa, blocks you, puts a car underneath so you fall softly. Cars are very soft, as we all know. The climax happened in Tbilisi, which is very cool because I've been to Tbilisi. I recognize a lot of the spots and it was close to where I was staying. So I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I know that street. Yeah, I've been there. And nothing to do with the movie. Just wanted to say Georgia is great. Do visit the country of Georgia. Tbilisi is a cool place. That was all the Fast and Furious movies. This was the Fast and Furious video. It is over. This is like the ranking of the movies, if you were wondering. The video's over. Thanks for watching until the end. That's very nice. Do leave a like. See you. Maybe. I don't know. Bye.
Two cats, 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 two cats.